Hey, fellow mathers. Before we get into this episode, we want to share with you how you can get access to free content, professional learning that will keep your students engaged and doing the math that matters. Get ready to go to this link, mathisfigureoutable.com/challenge.
That's right. Registration is open for the free Math is Figureoutable Challenge that's starting May 15th and runs to the 17th at 7 p.m. Central. We're going to have 3 nights jam-packed with learning and routines that you can take straight to your classroom.
In these challenges, we have a great time. We do some math, talk about classroom experiences, give away super cool bonuses and prizes. You won't just walk away with routines that are naturally engaging and encourage your students to think mathematically. You'll also have a chance to win over $6K worth in prizes, including a few virtual PD sessions for your school. I'll be joined by my wonderful co-host Kim and special guest Jenna Labe.
You can register at mathisfigureoutable.com/challenge for a fantastic learning experience. That's mathisfigureoutable.com/challenge. Now on to the show.
Hey, fellow mathematicians. Welcome to the podcast where math is figureoutable. I'm Pam.
And I'm Kim.
And this episode is a Math Strat Chat episode. What's Math Strat Chat? Well, every Wednesday evening, I throw out a math problem on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. People from all around the world chat about the strategies they use. It is super cool to see everyone's thinking.
Okay, so this Wednesday, our problem was 1,236 divided by 24. How would you solve this problem? Pause the podcast, solve the problem any way you want. The problem is 1,236 divided by 24. Go ahead and solve it, and then come back to hear how we solve it.
All right, Kim, who's going first today?
I'll go first.
All right, you're on.
Okay. All right. 1,236 divided by 24. There are a lot of 12s popping out. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide both by 12. I'm going to scale down.
Ooh, equivalent ratio. Nice.
Okay. And I'm writing 103 divided by 2. So I'm just going to cut that in half. Half 100, half 3, and I'm getting 51.5. Yep, 51.5.
Man, I want my brain to do that next time. Bam! That is really nice. That is not what I did.
Well, what'd you do?
All right, I want my brain to do that next time, but I'll tell you what my brain did this time.
Okay,
so I'm thinking about 24s, and I was playing around with the relationship that popped in my head last week, that I could get to 1,200 from 24 by thinking about 24 to 12. So I wrote down a ratio table 1 to 24, and then I said 1/2, the equivalent ratio would be 1/2 to 12. Therefore, 50, equivalent ratio of 50 to 1,200. So now I've got 50 24s is 1,200. I need one more. So 51 24s would be 1,224. So then I said, how far apart am I? I've got 51 24s is 1,224, but I need 1,236. So how far apart are those? They're 12 apart. How do I get from 24 to 12? That's a half. So I need a half of 24. So now I need 51.5 24s to get to 1,236.
And am I right? You already had that piece on your ratio table, that half to 12?
Yes.
Okay.
Did I recognize that I had it? No, actually, in the moment. That's funny. It's been a day.
You could have said no. So
I could have said, yeah, absolutely. I had that right there. I just wrote it twice because.
Listen, so you said you wanted your brain to do what I did, and I want my brain to do more of what you do, because I see often that you will scale down before you scale up. And I don't think about that quite as much. I live in the land of like whole numbers more often, and then scale back down at the end. And I see you do that quite a bit. I'm like, oh, I got to force myself to be thinking about that. So there you go.
To think about how to get from 24 to 12 to get then to 1,200.
To get bigger, yeah.
Yeah, to get bigger. Nice.
Very cool.
All right.
Super
cool. It's something we encourage middle school teachers to think about, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure. All right. We can't wait to see your strategies. I wonder if your strategy was like one of ours or something entirely different. Represent your thinking by taking a picture of your work or screenshot your phone, and then tell the world on social media. While you're there, check out what other people did and go ahead and comment on their thinking as well.
Yeah, and tag me on Twitter at PW Harris, or Instagram, Pam Harris_math, or Facebook, Pam Harris Author, Mathematics Education, and use the hashtag MathStratChat. And make sure you check out the next Math Strat Chat problem that we'll post on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Central Time, and then hop back here to see what we're thinking about the problem. See, hear what we're thinking about the problem. We love having you as part of the Math is Figureoutable movement. Let's keep spreading the word that math is figureoutable. Thank you for listening and making math more figureoutable.
To learn even more, make sure you register for our free challenge at mathisfigureoutable.com/challenge. You are not going to want to miss the evenings of May 15th through 17th, starting at 7 p.m. Central.
Math teaching, go register now. That's mathisfigureoutable.com/challenge. Join us to make math more and more figureoutable. And if you can't join live, register and we'll send you access to the recordings. We'll see you there.